There's a lot of people to mourn today. The Lion King song had me thinking. You know, it's the song, just to clarify, it's good because it's from the original Broadway, and then they threw it in Lion King 2 because they never got to use it or something. I don't know. But Lion King 2, as we all know, is the most goated movie ever. And this song is about, yo, you remember Mufasa? He's dead. That's sad. There is a blood war in Lion King 2, by the way, and it's got a pretty good villain song. But whatever. We're not here to talk about Lion King 2, except that Mordred, fucking Artoria is the fucking Mufasa to Mordred, and fucking you do not call that movie straight to DVD. That movie is a fantastic. Anyway, Mordred's dead. That happened. She's dead. She wanted to fucking throw her sword, and you were all like, oh no, she's gonna NP spam you. And guess what? I'm alive. There was a ley line stone used. I don't remember why. Oh, because she did kill. Okay, so you are all right. She did kill me, but I used a ley line stones. It's fine. She's dead now. She's dead. She never got her mother's approval ever. And that's just it. That's all. I did not lose nothing, and I'm not wrong about nothing ever. Well, actually, no, I got a confession. Well, first of all, R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne. Gonna have to check on Cobra later. It's a hard time for a lot of us. But I did not log in the last 2 days. There could have been, my login streak ruined. I was weak. Hi, Keita Sean. Did you know that I'm weak and can't log into a gacha every day? Oh well. Let's get to Camelot and get this show on the road. I mean, England might as well be here in fucking wherever we are, because it sure as hell is not in England right now. They lost a god. Okay, like, I think we saved a village, and then all the Hassans came out, and, they were like, you're cool. And we were like, oh man, Arash blew himself up. And that's where we are right now. Yeah, if Ozzy Osbourne were on this Knights of the Round Table, they'd stop, like, killing people with a magic light or whatever we're doing. I want a caster, like a cool caster, that I'm not embarrassed to be seen with. I mean, like, I got Morgan in my party, and I don't want her with uncool people. This is a level 120, though. Do we need to bring out the blue ribbons? What is this? Noble Phantasm 5? I'm gonna go double Morgan on Camelot. That's how we're starting. How do I not? How do I not? We don't want you, though, Robin Hood. You don't get our sense of fashion. We want you. Okay, perfect team. What fun adventures will be awaiting us as Senzang returns from the west? It happened so long ago I've lost track. I've seen many things and forgotten many things, yet among them that memory still remains in my heart. Ah, it's Grainy, the past. Who's this person? This person's not the person who's being a bad person. This is Artoria Pendragon that is totally spelled Arturia. I don't know what they're doing in this game. I still gotta write that letter. We'll write that letter on stream together. Say, hey, Aniplex, you did a typo in Fate Grand Order, fix it. They say this winter will be harsher. We must dismantle some of the villages. And to think, we just finished driving off the Picts from the north. The misfortunes continue, Bedivere. The day the king visited me when I was in deep thought in the watchtower, with no attendants, alone, out in the blue. He had the appearance of a young boy, but in truth, he was not so far in age from me at the time. At 16, he drew the Sword of Selection from the stone and became the ruler of Britain, because democracy hadn't been invented yet. Who would ever think of such a stupid thing before swords decide our fucking kings? After that, he apparently ceased to age. They said it was a fairy's blessing, but I couldn't help but think it was a curse. And that they'd made one of the deals with that counterforce thing. The young king fought, did something. He was a great leader who brought glory to Britain. How is the prep? I've not done none. This is not... Well, we need to get through Camelot. I said I missed the last 2 days. Gotta get hustling so we can do that event in Rule for Berserker Castoria. That is not off the table. We're gonna get her, because we always do. He united the warring feudal lords, fought off advancing Picts from the north, put an end to the wave of Saxons closing in from the mainland, and restored Camelot Castle as a crown jewel of word I can't pronounce, the largest city in all British Isles. The only one true king of knights. Oh, the one and only. Not the truest. We can't authenticate that for sure, because there's many multiverses, you see. The one and only king of knights, King Arthur. I told the king then and there, as long as you shall live, Britain shall never perish, and suffering shall never prevail. Even though everybody tries to attack Camelot all the damn time, and Morgan Le Fay's whole purpose for existing is ruining our day, but surely nothing will go wrong. Mordred, she doesn't have any behavioral problems in school at all. Don't be in her life. I mean his. That is not true. Camelot and its surroundings may be flourishing, but the rest of the land remains in ruins. Even if Camelot were to accommodate those whose villages were destroyed, it could not restore their lifestyle. Plowing the land, living day by day, raising children, that's what leads to future prosperity. I didn't raise mine. There is no future in merely sheltering the people. Eventually the noose is sure to tighten. Unlike the Knights of the Round Table, giddy from all their victories and glory, the king always looked grim. Things were different before Camelot was restored, though. Sir Kay spoke of how the king used to smile more often back when he used to travel the island in disguise. But now, not a trace of the smile remained. The king alone saw the dark clouds waiting on the horizon. Perhaps the sunset was making me nostalgic. At that moment, I asked the king a timid question. One that stemmed from doubt and unrest that had plagued me ever since I was granted a seat at the Round Table. Why did you choose a knight as worthless as me to be the Knight of the Round Table? You feel unworthy because you're inferior to others? How foolish. The same goes for me. In build, I am no match for others. In swordsmanship, many are my better. Yeah, but you got, like, the sword, so not even a contest. However, bonds must be measured by strength or weakness alone. Friend or foe, good and evil, benefit and deterrent. Just as those are different things, the Knights of the Round Table all serve different purposes. Friend and foe, good and evil, mashed potatoes and cheese. Friends are friends. Friends are good, foes are evil. But the king said they were different things. It was unexpected in this era of warfare. He was the only knight who looked down and saw the situation in its entirety. In all likelihood, the king never said any of this to the other knights. It's something that he only said to me, and it's obvious why. In that moment, the king told me thus. The Saxon invaders are our enemies, but they are not evil. If he had mentioned such a thought to the other knights, many would have criticized him. Oh no! Everyone criticized the person who's not human or whatever you want them to be that day. Rough crowd, Artoria, I understand. That's right. The Saxons just came to this island searching for the land to live on. To us, they are the enemy, but their actions are not evil. What they wish for is inherently good. And if it is good, there must come a time They will serve an important function for this island. As long as we are human, conflict will arise. The division of friend or foe is born from benefit and deterrent. Is that how you say it? What is with these words that no one uses, but Fate Grand Order does? We are now in an era where that is at an extreme. An era of winter where neither side relents and the other side is crushed. I hate to even imagine creating a round table bound only by strength in such a time. It would fall into evil. We did not take an oath in order to kill our enemies. We took up arms for the future of our brethren. That is why. That is why we need so many rules, Bedivere. Does our Camelot shine because it was created by force? Of course not. This place is made up of everyone's dreams. Okay, never mind. Dreams in the sense of this place is great and it's fucking utopia. Don't do that Final Fantasy X bullshit. It is forged from the desire for man alone to create utopia. I'll bet just barely. That's why we need knights like you. Compassionate knights who can pick up on the details of people's lives. Details that Gawain and I wouldn't notice. Even so, my heart aches every time I think of it. I had no idea just how hopeless the king felt then. Not until I heard about it from Merlin. Stupid and weak as I was, I responded thus. It's too difficult a topic for me to understand, but I too enjoy living in Camelot. 5 out of 5. Thomas's wife just gave birth the other day. Twin girls, such adorable little darlings. How mundane and commonplace a reply. Yet I remember giving it with such satisfaction, such delight. I kind of wish I said we watched a video on Mordred. I forgot if it was Crazy Yuri or the other person, but apparently Mordred was originally gonna be male, and then, you know, marketing. I think it would have been more interesting if Mordred was a guy, if she had a son. When will I do? I'll do the summer event when I get through Camelot. I'm gonna work on it. It apparently isn't 100 parts. Blame Artoria. These two are having a conversation on the roof. Just because it's a castle doesn't make it any less anime. Doesn't make it any less filler and forced character development. However, I am heartened to learn you lead such a fulfilling life. That should be a source of sustenance for all. His hair shone gold in the sunset, and that was the moment when I finally felt I was in the presence of a true king. The knights feared that they had not seen the king smile for quite some time, but that was not the case, truly. The king did not smile for himself. He smiled upon seeing the happiness of others. And then it all went to hell. The gravity of my sins made me want to rip out my own heart. Despite remembering that, I still turned an unfaithful sword toward the king. Pulling a Jaime Lannister, are you, Bedivere? Oh, forgive me, I have committed a deed unbecoming of a knight in your service. Please deliver justice upon my transgression. All that I have done, night after night, was for... What was it for? Who was it for? Tell me, game. I've laid Bedivere down to sleep. He has no noticeable wounds, but he's physically exhausted. If only we'd had a servant specializing in medical care. Both Lord Cursed-Arm and I have no such knowledge. I haven't mastered treatment spells either. Do you think Bedivere's noble phantasm wears away at him after all? Definitely takes a toll on him, not just physically, but apparently mentally as well. He was crying out in his sleep just now. "Forgive me, my king," he said. "I don't know what that's about." That's not surprising. Despite only being fused with the Knight of the Round Table, even I feel an indescribable irritation when we fight them. A sense of guilt telling me that this is treason against King Arthur. So for Sir Bedivere... Oh, dude, empathy pains. You just gotta compare yourself to Bedivere. What an attention seeker, Mash. So for Sir Bedivere, an actual member of the Round Table. It must be a lot worse. Sword and Knight is Bedivere. Like, the cool kind? Or the abusing power kind? Or obviously the Kingslayer kind? Nah. They didn't slay the king. Sir Bedivere is one of King Arthur's longest surviving knights. Despite only having one arm, he is said to have been 3 times as successful— oh, he is Jaime Lannister— than other knights in battle. Oh, by other knights I'm referring to ordinary knights. Compared to the other knights of the Round Table, Sir Bedivere's victories were modest. She keeps track of all the stats. She plays fucking fantasy Night League. The jousting. I can't believe that human beings came up with that sport before football or rugby. You guys, let's take these horses and run at each other with sticks. Men, am I right? Y'all in your culture. King Arthur's final battle, the Battle of Camelot. It was a war not with the invading Saxons, but within a nation of the Knights of Britain. Despite killing the traitor Mordred at Camelot, King Arthur himself suffered a fatal wound. The king cannot recover on a hill soaked with blood. He'll just stay there and get summoned for some Grail wars. Believing so, Sir Bedivere carried King Arthur to a pure sheltered forest. Lying there, the king quietly spoke. Beyond this forest and over the hill is a lake. Cast my famed sword into it. The famous legend of returning the sacred sword Excalibur to the Lady of the Lake. I don't know why Dr. Roman's always so excited. King Arthur, sensing his own death, chose to return it to its proper owner. However, that would mark the end of his life. His faithful retainer, Bedivere, out of concern for the king, twice failed in this task. As long as the sword existed, the king was immortal. Bedivere believed it had the power to heal his mortal wound. Through the woods, over a hill, debating the sword's return, with each trip to the lake, he would fail and return to the king. And upon his return, he would lie to the king by saying, "I have returned the sword." And then Arturia would ask, "But is there any late fees? I keep getting charged late fees. You say you returned it." And then Arturia went to jail and died there. That's how it happened. Arthurian legend. Look it up. It is said to be Sir Bedivere's one and only act of disloyalty. Until this timeline happened. Yes, a very compassionate decision in keeping with Bedivere's character. The King Arthur could not be deceived. In a quiet voice, he would say to him, "Do your duty." And so Bedivere made a third journey over the hill. This time it was at dawn. Accepting that he could no longer sway the king's heart, he cast the sacred sword into the lake's depths. With Excalibur delivered to the Lady of the Lake, he made his way back to the forest. So, like, does Lady of the Lake, was King Arthur it? He was the guy? There's no, like, she's not gonna toss that sword out tomorrow, is she? I mean, I heard that's how, like, if someone gets that sword, the Prime Minister's supposed to quit, I think. And they're the rulers of England. Like, or is she done? She can't do it anymore? Arturia could have threw that blade in there herself, or did she just stay on the hill just dying? Like, how long was this process? Was she just sitting there for 8 months? Was she cosplaying as fucking Shiro Emiya Archer up in here, being like, "I've made 1,000 blades, but I can't throw one in the lake"? What's going on? This is how King Arthur drew his final breath and fulfilled his responsibility. We want to note for the record that it was way less sad than Nero. Nero is a loser. The king's body was sent to sea on a boat and said to have reached the legendary paradise, Avalon. Yes, it is believed he'll return when Britain is endangered and lead the people once more, just like Jesus. King Arthur's gravestone in England is said to have had the epitaph, "Here lies Arthur, the once and future king." See? King Arthur has a gravestone in England. That means he was real, just like Johnny Appleseed. That must be tough. Yes, Bedivere's anxiety is indeed a cause for concern. Fighting against his former brethren must also be tough. And did you see how Tristan can just blow people's heads off by playing an instrument? Fucking sick. Completely different than how he was in life. Even in the name of justice, turning on a king you once served must be an unforgivable act for a knight. There you are, Demon Cringe. Forgive my delay. I've just returned from checking on the village. Thanks to you, we were able to keep the damage to a minimum. On behalf of the village leader, I humbly offer my thanks. We are truly indebted to you. You may be right. If we given up back then, this village wouldn't be here right now. Shut up, Arash. It was a spur-of-the-moment decision, but it looks like Demon Cringe's bet was correct. What, you fucking shooting an arrow across a canyon and us riding a brick into astro space? That wasn't me. I didn't suggest doing that. Last person who wanted to be a hero and go up in the air was Da Vinci, and we saw how that turned out. Yes, the Arash sky flying incident. I guess that's what we're calling it. Let it go down in Chedelia's history forever, right next to that time that it blew up and everyone died. We'll also say, when Arash ties a rope to his arrow, beware. Yes, may no one else fall victim like we did. She's got fucking attitude today. By the way, Hassan, what are your plans from now on? Introduce you to the village leader, of course. We've come all this way. After all, it's a good opportunity. We're already in cooperation with each other. I'll introduce you all as my new military power. I'm sure talks will go smoothly now. She too is grateful for your assistance. Oh, speak of the devil. Yes, this way, 100 personas. These are my new brethren I was telling you about. Oh, God. Not 100 personas. She's crazy. I apologize for the delay. I have nothing but thanks for your assistance on this occasion. I'm the guardian of this village, an old man of the mountain, the son of 100 Huh? Please, I'm trying to tell you about my anxiety. You're the one from... Dude, get out of here. Ah, so you've already met. How convenient. I refuse. They cannot be trusted. Fighting together is completely out of the question. Be thankful that I don't slaughter you here and now in front of these villagers. I'll do it. We won't feed you either. This place is strapped for food, even for today. They took all my Funyuns. Well, I used to eat Funyuns. Do you see these abs? You think you get these eating Funyuns? You don't know nothing about my Funyuns. Water and salt. We have no food to serve to the likes of you. What is this? Going so far as to reveal your face while making such threats? There's cameras everywhere. Demon Cringe, what on earth happened? 100 personas is indeed nasty and stubborn, easy to resent, but also the most calculating Hassan. Even without my explanation, she should know that Demon Cringe's assistance is worth its weight in gold. Met once back in Egypt. She was kind of a bitch. She was kind of kidnapping like a fucking pharaoh, like a queen, Nitocris. And I don't even think Nitocris asked for that. Hey, quit speaking as if it's all over. Do you know how much I've suffered? Thanks to Yao. You disrupt my carefully crafted Nitocris abduction, force me to reveal my face. And now to suffer humiliation of being rescued by such a hated enemy? If the great founder was to find out about this, I would surely be punished. King Hassan, he turns death resistance off. I will never fight alongside you. What's wrong with you, Cursed Arm? To trust in a Knight of the Round Table of all people? It's like watching my former self. It'll be hard to convince this one. You got Oberon? Wow. There's a wow for you. That's amazing. I used him the other day. There's no time to be sipping tea. What are we doing? This ain't Starbucks. Indeed, my impression of Hassan of the Cursed Arm keeps changing, but this seems to be his true form. Yes, I have a feeling he's like the old man mountain version of Bedivere. She's also an old man in the mountain. Without her help, we can't even advance onto the holy city. We've got to convince her somehow. By the way, 100 Personas, how is the other matter going? Oh, that? No developments. At this rate, it's just a matter of waiting for death. I'm sure she's not the one to break her silence, but I hear there's masters of torture within the Round Table. If she were to reveal our plans before she dies, we'd lose our chance of a counterattack. That's worrying, truly worrying. If only we could find someone somewhere. Maybe one of the masters of Caldelia. Someone stronger than us, able to work independently, good at leading servants, and willing to help. Oh, I get it. He's trying to... Where are you ever gonna find such a convenient helper? You know what he's doing. You can't be assassinating and keeping track of your 100 different personalities and fucking... Right here in front of my face? Fools. I don't get the situation, but I heard your story. Senpai, it seems we can help them in some way. Yes, to put it simply, one old man of the mountain has been captured by the enemy. If it were any other old man of the mountain, we wouldn't be worried. She would have taken her own life upon capture. But this one is young, and her innate constitution prevents her from killing herself. Unless we rescue her, she may eventually leak information to the enemy. Unfortunately, the fort she's being held in belongs to the Round Table. It'll be difficult to penetrate. We've sent a select few to attempt it, but so far, none have returned. Sorry about this Nitocris 100 Personas. Oh, about that Nitocris situation, they call it. Your sorry doesn't cut it. I had a miserable trip home, including cold glares from my subordinates. Oh, how reassuring. I knew you would say so. So how about it, 100 Personas? You said we cannot trust Demon Cringe. Are we gonna fight? Let's just fight it out. We know this is how this is gonna go. After saving our skin twice, surely you have no complaints. Still, it all depends on what they do next. Let's have them prepare a hostage. There are many who promise to help, then flee. Leave one of your members here. It'll be in exchange for the captured old man of the mountain. I won't have any objection. No, okay, no, the way exchanges is supposed to work is, we exchange one of theirs, not one of mine. It's bad math. That's perfect. We can let Bedivere rest. Okay, yeah, that works. Then please take one of our leaders. Sir Bedivere is your hostage. Andy's Round Table. He is one of theirs. Okay. Weird logic, but we did it. Guard him with your strictest men so he can't do anything but lie down. Okay, that Knight of the Round Table, huh? That sounds like a fair exchange. And it's decided. Ready, Demon Cringe? Yeah, let's go with a select few. The servants already picked like an hour ago before all this visual novel reading. Excellent. It'll be a good chance for Bedivere to take a load off. Noted. Then let's go. I'll show you to the fort. Random monster attack. Come in soon. What about Irash? I don't see him here. I've asked Lord Irash to protect the village. There's no guarantee that Mordred won't come back. And without me, the village won't have anyone to provide food. Oh yeah, Mordred's still alive, isn't she? But thankfully, when it comes to hunting, Lord Irash is more skilled than me. He'll make sure everyone eats. This isn't the front lines. It's a shelter for people who can't fight. I see, that's why everyone looks so worried. Let's go. No need for unnecessary sympathy. After all, it takes an entire day to reach the fort. Before that, some warm-up exercises. I don't know if this bodes well or not. We're surrounded by bandits. Time's too precious for detours. Time for a good old Fire Emblem tutorial battle. At least I can hit that all-powerful skip. That's all. Love it. I guess. Ooh, that means I logged in. I logged in before. Okay, now I know that I won't mess up tomorrow. I'm grabbing my daily now. I'll be a responsible gacha player from now on. This won't be like all my Gigapets and Tamagotchis, where like I was all super into them for a week and then I'd let them starve to death. There was a Tamagotchi CPS. They should have got me. Cause like I got the Digivices. Those were better. They got ditched. Look though, I got 2 Apology Saint Quartzes at some point. This is all cool stuff. I'll take it. 285 is what we're at. Alright, back to Camelot. Back to where we started. Don't you charge me AP again, you motherfucker. They're charging me AP again. I gotta pick a person again. Where was that cool Morgan? We were gonna double Morgan it up. I gave the blue ribbon. There. Blue ribbon. Read all that. Finally get to the battle and fuck you. Oh. Let's go. All right. Nothing can go wrong with 2 Morgans, and you got her in the proper ascension. No, that's mine. Never mind. You have her in the improper ascension. Why does she need this collar around her neck? Is she a dog that's gonna bite in the wrong places? Oh, I didn't mean for Robin Hood to be here, but that's fine, I guess. Sure, why not? Oh, but she still does the Water Noble Phantasm, so it's not Final Ascension. It's not Summer Mode. Oh, look at that Sea Star gain. Double Morgan. Not a problem. We can do this. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. I'm gonna poison you. Then we're gonna do that. Ooh, check this though. See if I can MP loop. Pull off the fabled MP loop. I took Angel Song CE off of him, so I don't think this will hit his... No, it's still pretty hard. I'll still take it. Good job, Robin. Get that unholy beast out of here. Wonder how many little girls from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood it took to make those. They actually look more like the chimeras from Final Fantasy X, actually. If they were standing upright. But I guess a chimera is a chimera. Oh, we can just use this now. Perfect. Morgan's so cool. Even if we don't get all the most amazing servants in the world, isn't it cool that I can come to the Camelot Singularity with Morgan looking like Castoria wearing glasses and a wizard hat? You don't get that in many video games. Already? Okay, we're gonna buy fruit very quick. We need to get through some things. And I'm sure we'll get all the... Okay, I need to get the weeklies done this time. I missed out on some Saints fragments. Alright, time to go... Ooh, friend! Friend! Who wants to be my friend? Acceptable. Alright, so we gotta go to the shop where we're gonna be faced with the memories of the past. There she is, her hologram-looking self. Still charging us prisms, still demanding mana from us, even though they're supposedly dead. What do they need all this for? I'm literally giving her roots. Why? Maybe she was never dead. I'm still an investigator, as I said. I took on the detective role because, like, there was an explosion and some people died, apparently, and is anyone gonna, like, call the cops? No, I guess I'll have to fight for justice for them and Da Vinci. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'll take a wonderful saber. Can't help but use him every chance I get. I think he is a good saber. I wish I could get him in a role. That would be cool. Sansa, oh, her. Forgot about her. Booby Monk. The winds are picking up. Sandstorms are child's play for us. A good omen indeed. Ah, sorry if that was difficult to understand. What 100 Personas means is, soldiers from the Holy City will never find us in a sandstorm. We are in luck. Now's our chance. Let's hurry. You don't need to translate every little thing I say. We'd get lost in all this if it wasn't for you. What a relief you're here with us. It looks like we'll quickly reach the fort without encountering any Holy City forces. No, wait! Servants detected up ahead. One's heading the same way you are. The magical energy response is enormous. A servant? Is it strong? An A-rank servant? Oh no, scratch that. Rather, it's an interesting one. How should I describe it? Shiny and fluffy, yet also stocky. It's a colorful servant, impossible for the Knights of the Round Table. Sounds like a weirdo who needs to go on a list. Who is it? Ah! Help! Someone do something! Did you hear that? A woman screams, Master! Let's go save her and do the battle. Yeah, in which case it may even be an anti-hero. It's a servant battle, be on guard. Foo! You've ley line stones. What a pussy. Hey, Roman, don't. That fool rushes off to help, even before determining the opponent's strength. No. It seems this time outweighed instinct. The reason being that someone requires assistance. Demon Cringe is among the best at sensing danger. If it were a hopeless battle, there'd be more hesitation. Still, only hesitation? What a fool indeed. Wow. What if I just, like, got my head chopped off? Like, in the middle of their conversation. Do you think Cursed Arm Hassan would feel so foolish? Yeah, let's just slash him up. Be real cool if I could, you know, level up Robin Hood, but I don't know what I was missing. Something stupid. Oh, like sometimes I'm just so hype on, oh, hitting the target advantage, I just forgot all about her. That's quite rude of me. Oh no, her cooldown will be done faster. Yeah, we don't need no NP gauge up. We can do it on our own. We're getting good like that. Now it's your turn, Morgan. Good job. That's my servant doing that. Killing soldiers, that's her. I rolled her, and I gave her the special level up thing. I mean... just gonna do that. I guess, no, I should have used Morgan's Noble Phantasm, shouldn't I have? Because then she would have gotten the other one. I don't know. I don't know strategy. We don't come here for that. All those people are dead. Alright, here we go. Who's this mysterious... those aren't servants, those are heavily armored men. Well, you can go. Perfect. Strategy, we don't need none of that. We use leyline stones and command seals like true players of the game. The numerous hopes were gathered into one. It's true, the captions just said so. Thank you, Robin. Sorry that I've never played the game that you were in and you didn't get much in last Encore, that there anime. Shame. Here we go. You all out of here. Dunzo. Why have I not pulled Heroic Spirit Emiya yet? Like, I'm not gonna be greedy enough to think I'm ever gonna get Shiro here. But why don't I have Archer? This is what I get for not playing that Star Rail game. But I actually heard that collab wasn't that good. And by that I mean I saw the title of 2 YouTube videos, people saying, "Ah, I'm mad." Well researched, I did. Oh man, one more. Ooh, that helped. Bar went up, dopamine went up in brain. We didn't figure out who the servant was. Ooh. Do I want to go Archer or Assassin today? Could take the Arash. That worked for me last time. Actually, always gotta go Super Orion if we're going Archer. Especially got Berserkers here we need to beat up. Not right. This'll work. We've defeated the hostile forces. The source of the screaming question, Foo! That servant is close, be careful. Help! I'm not tasty! Oh, stop! Don't breathe fire or anything, it's hot. All the right whole thing about my meat being tasty is only a rumor. So don't treat me so roughly. Hungry, I'm so hungry. Toda's a dummy. What a nuisance, but I can't ignore a woman's scream. Curse me for not being cold-blooded Zad right now. That way, Demon Cringe. We've spotted signs of the enemy. Roger that. Let's go, Mash. Got nothing better to do today. Yes, Smash Kyrielite, here to attack and rescue. Getting right to it. That's how they do it. They give you a cutscene that's like 4 hours long, and then you get the good old 2-minute ones. To say, "Aw, monsters." I wish it was just a Cliff Notes version. We don't... No, why would I withdraw? We haven't even started. My wonderful John d'Arc ruler here is not hitting that hard. But she's part of... She was our first 5-star, the one that we got for free. We need to love her. She's gonna keep us safe one day. But we could also just borrow someone's Castoria, but hey. Actually, we shouldn't. That's what losers do. Gotta use John more. Oh good, now Orion's gonna have all the cards next time and get all the C-stars. Look at this, he's gonna punch you all in the dick. I have to do that one just so he can get his hits in. All right, now Orion's got this. So we're just gonna punch the chimeras in the face. As promised. And Wild Beast and Demonic, you're all looking pretty wild to me. That'll work. Bye. See? That's Orion right now. So what do you think John d'Arc in Bikini Otita and fucking Orion would have a conversation about? Hey, none of these are the servants we were warned about. Oh well. Oh wait. This should work, correct? I feel uncomfortable when I don't start with Buster now. Well, I don't know why I'm worried about anything. It's over. It's over. Well, almost, but over enough. I'm not Lancelot. Boom. It's over. Fucking... What a fool. What a fool to see Super Orion in the muscles. Okay, so not Lancelot. I've been fooled. Now I'm the fool. That turned quickly. I got 1 master mission done out of 6. I rarely go out of my way to do those though. Just you do enough missions during the week, you should have it done, right? Yeah, obviously we're gonna be fighting a writer here. Do I want an AoE or do I want a single attacker assassin? I'll be fighting a female, fighting a male. Should I take Mysterious Hero and X just to say fuck you, King Arthur? Does anybody here get a ribbon for Mysterious Hero and X? Probably not. Leveled him up. Y'all don't love MKX enough. MHX enough, sorry. Semiramis isn't bad. She's my girl. Not because she's good or anything, just because, like, any of the servants I'd hang out with, it'd be her. She'd get me. I'm not finding my chosen one here. One more go around. Definitely not taking Monk with me. Actually, I've made my decision. Ryugi Shiki, we'll go one hitter. We're also gonna switch these two, because Jolter does not get enough play either. It's sad. These two sisters who I think we ignore way too much. Just trying to make it in this world. I remember when Jolter became a hostess so she could, you know, take care of Tiny Tim, and by Tiny Tim I mean Christmas her. It's a moment we must all reflect on in this Christmas in July. Phew. We've completely defeated the hostile forces, but there was no sign of any servants. Yeah, there's definitely a servant response. What this means is... That was scary. So scary. Why is it always when you're at your weakest that they come at you? Like, bam! I didn't do anything at all. Oh well, I guess I was just hogging the watering hole, yes? But even then, I at least left enough for the wild animals. That woman's crying. Who is she? What shall we do, Senpai? Are you okay? Sheesh, why do I always get into these situations? I materialize here all alone. I can't hear that person's voice anymore. Turning into spirit form feels kinda gross, so I don't wanna. It's all because, oh, if only I didn't give Wukong and the boys time off. But what else was I supposed to do? Those idiot disciples were so unbelievably helpless. Was Jung still single at that age? Go back to the heavenly realm already and find yourself a wife, am I right? Then to think Baji was actually married once. Why are you bringing all this drama to us? It's hot. There's fucking molten lava around our feet. Must we have the drama here? But he had a wife and kids. You sure can't judge a pig by its cover. Nice one! But I can't forgive him for leaving his wife all alone. Hence he is excommunicated until he apologizes to her. And that Wukong, back on the Flower Fruit Mountain, he can have his pick. What's he doing hanging around me? Hurry back to your mountain so that everyone can feel safe. Me, I'm perfectly fine alone. I'm gonna become a Buddha. I can worry about falling in love after that. No one asked! Senpai? This lady? Could it be? Yeah. Feel like we should call somebody. Huh? That's the servant you've been talking about? Yes, she's definitely a servant, considering her aura and magical energy. There's no doubt about it. Nonsense. Are you saying that despite her top-level spirit origin, she was screaming from an animal attack? You didn't like that shit you were just talking. Oh, fighting dragons. What is this? What is that gigantic monster? There shouldn't be any monsters Like that in a land? Land like this. What? No, could that dragon be? I didn't have any food, so I figured I'd ask the white dragon horse for help, but when I tried to summon him, I failed. Why didn't you lead with that? Summoning a dragon? So I told him, sorry, I can't send you home, just give up. But then he got angry and attacked me. Maybe a demonic dragon that's making people suffer in France? Senpai, I see it now too. This lady's indeed interesting. She just made herself a fucking person of interest in our Da Vinci murder case. Quite honestly, that was some weird behavior. No. It's wagon time. Oh, heck yeah. We have so many summer servants now. Said we can make the bikini squad when we finally get to do the event. Dang, girl, leave some for other people and yourself. It's okay. Ryugi Shiki's got this. She's got the... Wait, hold on. Mind's eye. Okay, I thought it would tell me in parentheses what magic it is. I think she's got the first magic. Or maybe, no, it's the second magic. Second magic's line to seize the world. Crazy, say. There we go. I can't wait to learn more about that woman's feelings on everyone's love life. Sounds like she's hanging out with some dramatic people. Yeah, Mystic Eyes of Death, but I don't know what magic that is. And it's not the same as can Ryder do that from Fate Stay Night? See if this does it. Yeah! That giant dragon's about to get stabbed with the Mystic Eyes of Death. We're gonna see it. We'll even go 200% for it. Alright. You with the Buster, you with that cool quick, and you end it. Will she kill it? Will the eyes work? Will it work? There's the lines. That's not gonna get in her way. No, it's a boss. They won't let me be that happy. That's all? What? 200 for that. Oh well. You're up now. See what she can do with one whole turn to herself. Hey, Jolter didn't deserve your failings, Okita. What the hell? I'm out of assassins. That's not a fun experience. Alright, let's try this again and not mess it up. They're gonna die, aren't they? I let down someone's Ryogi Shiki. Yes, jolt her down! Sound the alarms! No! Are you done? Are you done throwing your temper tantrum? Gareth's here. You upset Gareth. Can I do... No, he attacks all, so I can't get away with that shit. Will you stay with us, please? You do your thing. Alright, you got this, girl. Thank you, Ryugi Shiki. Thank you for surviving this fucking little monster's little crybaby fest. There we go. There's all your things. And there's your evade. You're staying with us. We're not gonna kill my wonderful friends in chat servants no more. Oh no, why'd I do that? But hey, it's fine. Get the eyes not once, but twice. There, overkill. Go away, into the ground. We're gonna sell your scales for, I don't know, herbal tea. Bye. Need to check in on our interludes as well. And I believe, oh no, I was working on some rank up quests last time in my spare time, because got some of those. Or maybe I did them all, I don't remember. That's right, I'm Stephanie. With the guidance of the Buddha, I've materialized in this world. My class, caster of course. Sanzang, I believe. Not much of a reaction, huh? Well, no matter, I'll continue. I was summoned somewhere in this world about half a year ago. Following the Buddha's guidance, I traveled the Silk Road and ended up here. Of course I'm here to stop the unprecedented crisis happening in the Holy Land. Honestly, this is all but nothing but trouble for me. In heroic spirit form, I'm still technically on my way back from Tenzu after all. However, guidance is guidance, so I must go. That's why I'm here, in this forsaken land. The land of endless sandstorms. We get it, we can see it, we have eyeballs. Why, Sinzung? Why are you such a chatty Cathy in the middle of a fucking molten volcano or wherever we are? This is in the middle of nowhere, yes. Yes, I can see that. It means I'm lost. Well, let's not get caught in the details. Let your feelings always be composed, as calm as river Ganges. Know that. This is a great way to get enlightenment, okay? Monk Sanzang, right? You don't seem like a servant to the Holy City. You do seem to be quite temperamental, though. Monk Sanzang? Are you aware of this era's circumstances? Do you know of the Lion King's Holy City? Yes, of course I do. After all, I lived there for 2 months as an honored guest. You lived in the Holy City? Yes, it was such a pleasant place. Everyone was so carefree and happy. There wasn't a wicked person in sight. But I didn't feel like I belonged there, so I left. I had other places I wanted to see too. I can leave the battle music on because we're in the middle of a fucking volcano. You there, Demon Cringe, was it? Thank you for saving me. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And, it's MASH, right? Yes. Thanks for helping me just now. And you skeletons, thank you too. That leaves the mage, Mr. Voice only. Oh, and that little rabbit there too. Don't talk to Foo. Foo's here on business. Well, it is hard to remember a name without the face. Anyway, will you be joining us? Of course. I always try to return the favors I receive. And I'm sure I came here for that purpose. Monk Sanzang is known as the traveling high priest, so it's only natural for me to get to join you on your journey. Musashi's gonna be this person later, you know, the one that just shows up and does things. Yes, thank you, Sanzang. Everything's happening so fast that I can barely keep up, but it's certainly nice to have an increase in fighting power. Thank you, Monk Sanzang. The assistance of a servant is an unexpected stroke of luck. Even though it happens in every single Singularity where we have allies and enemies, but this time's truly special. Not a stroke of luck, the Lord Buddha's divine protection. You all have Lord Buddha's divine protection. That would be me! I don't have Wu King or all these other people that I keep name-dropping, nor can I hear any of their voices in my head. But whatever. I am the High Priestess who shall one day become Buddha. Just you watch. Like Buddha's palm, I'll save you all. As in, like, didn't you get, like, scared of little dinosaurs or something? Okay, I don't quite understand the situation, but it's good to have more fighting power. Never a dull moment with Demon Cringe, is there? Didn't you, like, hate me yesterday? Yes, she's crying alone just now, but I'll pretend I didn't see that. Doctor, you just said that out loud. Ooh. Which means you wanted to be heard, or you didn't hit the mute button, and if you didn't hit the mute button, why are you talking to yourself, Dr. Romani? Why has everyone got these voices in their heads? I couldn't help it, okay? I can't stand being by myself. It makes me feel lonely. Lonely, scared, and helpless. Toto won't come for me either. I've called and I called and he won't come. Toto's lost in Kansas? Fuck. That's a whole nother adventure we gotta go on. Don't worry, Sanzang. You're not alone anymore. It's like you're already one of us. Alright, we don't need no more of that. Yeah, you're right. I'm not alone. Now that you've calmed down, may I ask you a question? Sure, what is it, Mr. Skeleton? Did you come here on your own? It seems you came from the direction of the desert. That's the thing, I actually had one disciple. A servant I met a while ago. He was so hopeless that I took him under my wing. But that idiot, he got captured in front of the holy city, Army's fort. I'm his mentor, so I tried to go back and save him, but then I lost my way. Oh, this is beyond hopeless. Yeah, just leave it to us two. We'll just take care of the whole thing. I don't see... I mean, I could pick one of them as support, but I don't see this great team of support helping me. Well, that's not true. They give me buffs and shit in the final battle, but they could do things for me earlier. Exactly, our objectives are well aligned. It just feels like fate. Stay Night. Visual novel. Available on Steam. Huh? You mean you'll come with me to the fort? Of course. After all, Senpai's headed down there as well. What? I wasn't just clicking through things. I would never skip this wonderful dialogue that has all been so important. So what do I predict we're gonna do next? Because the Sun King comes last, because Ozymandias has the Grail. So I guess we're all just gonna go charge into Camelot together in this next section. We'll probably take a walk there. We'll all have conversations and learn about each other and people's harrowing backstories and more about how the Lion King sucks. Or we're gonna go see what Bedivere's up to. Oh, caster time. You know what? We'll use Moss's Castoria this time around. Haven't used a Castoria in a minute. There we go. We'll try this. Skatey Toria Cool Girl. And that is the right Mystic Code. Let's go. Flower of Poison. Blade of Iron. We've made it! That's the fort! It's carefully guarded, however. The lookouts can't see very well at night. They might as well be scarecrows. It looks like they've got 10 patrol soldiers around the outer wall, and 10 above it. Doctor, can you scan inside the fort? Quite a large structure. 2 big buildings and 1 small one. The latter might be stable. And it appears there's a large space underground. It must be a dungeon. A dungeon, huh? Only one can imagine what things happen down there. Lord Mage, can you detect any servants? Oh. Is this where, we find out Sherlock Holmes is doing some snooping in the Singularities? Because, you know, that guy just can't mind his business. 2 underground. Sorry, that's all I can tell. Looks like they're using some old ruins down there. I can't get any more details with ordinary echolocation technology. Yeah, I think we're gonna meet Sherlock Holmes, because that's what we need, more characters. What shall we do, Senpai? We can jump onto the gate, so if we can just distract the soldiers on the lookout somehow. No! Something's not right. I can feel it. It feels darker since I was last here. The people in this fort are so tense. It's like they're already aware of our movements. Are you saying they're on high alert? Wait, we did intercept one of the Knights of the Round Table. That must be why those in the Holy City are sensitive to our movements. Or we're just right outside there and gonna have a good old battle. Your smug satisfaction's not gonna help us. 100 personas, we should wait and find another opportunity. Demon Cringe, why don't we take another day to assess the situation here? Talk about ourselves. It's hard to believe they'll remain alert for long. Good things come to those who wait, rather than risking danger, huh? Thought we were trying to save somebody. Everyone hide. I'm seeing movement from the fort. Honestly, can't they just give us a break? Making us all come out here in the middle of the night. Can't be helped. I would hair flip if this hat allowed it. Any form of disrespect and our heads will roll. That's just it, dude. It's a sudden visit without any prior communication, right? And it's not just any Knight of the Round Table. It's the Secretary to His Majesty, the Lion King, Agravain of Iron. What's with the Round Table's second in command doing in a place like this? I thought he's not supposed to leave the Holy City. Oh, I know. Remember when we gave Sir Lancelot that horse the other day and he ate it? You're not supposed to take a fort's resource without first consulting Sir Agravain. Maybe he's here to pass down his judgment. Seriously? Upon our leader? Yeah, well, he's a piece of garbage who treats refugees like dirt. If he gets fired, it'd be doing us a favor. Or it may be about the suspicious bowman we captured the other day. No, Robin Hood is in prison now. He did time for his crimes. My Robin Hood's different. He's the one that didn't get caught up on charges. Perhaps Sir Agravain is here to kill him with his own hands. Seriously? He's gonna be executed. I don't understand a word he's saying, but he's not a bad guy, you know? And ever since he came, our meals have gotten so much better. I actually wanted him to join our side. No, perhaps Sir Agravain is after the old man of the mountain we've locked up in the dungeon. I hear she's quite a beauty, but she's tight-lipped. Even the torturers gave up. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine being a torturer just giving up? I mean, if you can't kill the person, you need him alive. You can only take it so far, I don't know. Sir Agravain is the best interrogator at the Round Table. They say he's so good he can literally make a hippo scream for help. Seriously, isn't an actual word help? Just how brutal can Sir Agravain be? And just how much trouble can one fort hold? Man, I want to move to the Holy City too. Yeah, what do they mean by the meals have gotten better? Who they've been eating? Oh, is that what happened to the horse Lancelot stole? No, perhaps. Seriously, you got more? The signals are leaving your location. It's okay to come out now. This is bad. Oh man, Agravain's coming. Fucking district supervisor, oh no. Yes, if what they were saying now is just true, that would explain the alertness at the fort. So we're all just standing down there. They got fucking people in the tower. Do they see us just having this casual conversation about them? I mean, we're close enough to hear them. That's a good thing about Fate Grand Order and it just using PNGs on top of a still image. We get to use our imagination. But sometimes it doesn't work. Looks like the situation's changed. If Agravain's coming, we've got to hurry. That guy doesn't approve of any servants besides the Knight of the Round Table. We can't wait around all night or they'll get Tota. We don't know your friends! Yes, the captured Hassan is also in danger. Thankfully, Sir Agravain hasn't reached the fort yet. Let's rescue them both before he gets here. Of course! On it. Can we get to it? Yeah, now we're rescuing? Thought we were gonna wait. Wait, Demon Cringe, may I speak to? I can hear a pin drop thousands of kilometers away. The group of horses headed for this fort is already very near. Okay, that's how we overheard the conversation. We'll most likely encounter the enemy group as we emerge from the dungeon. That'll complicate our escape. Let's split into two parties. One will break in and rescue the servants. The other will remain here, and after Agravain's entourage appears, launch an ambush on the fort, creating a diversion. This is too complicated for me. I see. But how would we do the ambush? Fort won't mobilize for just one or two of us. Won't we need at least 20 of us to cause a diversion? Leave that to me. The rest of you go to the dungeon. 100 personas, you can't go do it alone. Ambush and diversion are my forte. I cannot allow myself to rely on you all the time. I am the old man of the mountain, possessing multiple personas, if I feel like it. This is Kirei Kodamine's girl, right? See? When it comes to assassination by numbers, no one can rival me. I may be no match for a Knight of the Round Table, but against mere soldiers, there's no one more suitable than me. I'll at least give those fort soldiers a good scare, and while I'm at it, I'll get you all a horse. All of you, go save Serenity and Tota. 100 personas. Leave it to me. Boo. When no one's talking to you, it's rude to make it all about yourself. Thank you. Cut the flattery, hurry up. Then off we go. Let's move, Demon Cringe. First we'll jump over this wall, and we'll search the dungeon's entrance. What? We're gonna jump this wall without a sound? I can't do that. No way. I will carry Lady Sanzang with me. Lady Mash, please carry Demon Cringe. Thanks, Mash, for all your help. Yes, I'll do my best to not get caught. And then we got caught. And then we got to just do the battle earlier. Wow, that skeleton guy's amazing to be able to slip into a dungeon like that. Could it be you were one of the Phantom Thieves before? Lupin? Joker? Don't be Ryuji though, he dyes his hair blonde. You must be Arsène Lupin, right? Not quite. Forts are built the same no matter where you go. Breaking into a fort is one of the most basic skills for any Hassan. Moreover, the entrance of the dungeon can be easily found by tracing the human psyche. That is, hide it in the deepest, darkest corner that neither can be heard by enemies nor seen by friends. Or, sometimes, you can put a fence post in this area in Minecraft and you can see the whole underground. Then you know where the lava is, and then diamonds. This holds true in any culture, but be careful. It seems they're simply using what was previously here as a dungeon. Bad things live here. Bad things? Hassan's right, I've confirmed several ghost-type enemy signatures. They're coming. Respond to the attack as quietly as you can. Don't let the fort soldiers hear you. Oh, well then what? What? Vengeful spirits. Then it's my turn. Leave it to me, Demon Cringe. I didn't pick you to be in my party, because, like, you're a caster, but you have a physical attack. That's weird to me. We're fighting like Gengars. Now everyone come at me. Whatever regrets you have, I'll guide you all to Nirvana. Thank you. So lovely. Ghost types. Ghastly, Hauntor, Gengar, Litwick. Hope we get to fight Litwick. No. Just these sad wraiths. Sad corpse brides who all got left at the altar. So is like, am I not allowed to see her third ascension until after Lost Belt 5? I mean 6, is that how that works? Whatevs. There we go. Correct order. Skatey's not hitting the hardest, but I do enjoy how she digs her heels into the ground and calls upon crystals to beat up the corpse brides. Oh wait though, we gotta do this quietly. Morgan, kill them all quietly, okay? Well, she's underwater, not a problem. You're in very paradise. And then they were drowned and never heard from again. Ah, more of the same. I just think you know how there's like a billion servants? I don't know. Not as many as there are Pokemon, but there's a lot between all the welfare servants and all those ones we'll never have. And it's just, I wish for every time they designed a servant, they would design a unique enemy design, and then just, you know, then they got some more variety for their next Lost Belts. I can only take fucking chickens and this seriously. Like, there could be another assassin. It's not a dragon. They don't want to do cool things. Dude, it could have maybe had last resort. I didn't check. I feel like there's at least 300 servants in 12 enemy designs. Okay, let's try this again. These ghosts are ancient, though. Therefore, we should know all about it in our magic school. Or we'll just kill them. No magic school for us. Oh, that one's dead, not the other one. Well, now they're gone. No peace. Oh, wait. Quiet. Shh. We're being sneaky. Sneaky. Once again, my complaint though for like, I say they can do a Cliff Note version, it's Fate. No, you can't. We gotta explain every damn magic system, but we don't like get magic system explanations or nothing like that. It feels mostly just like anime tropes and filler. Oh, I know all these Indian gods, aren't I cool? Let me name drop them all. I just feel like we don't need this many characters every Singularity. Like I said, they should keep it to 7. Class for every 7 that you would fight in a Grail War. I know who I want. No. Fujimaru. Where's Overtracked? Unless Overtracked unfriended me out of embarrassment, nah. He's got what I want. He's just a boy. This place is bigger and more complicated than we thought, isn't it? We might be outside the fort grounds by now. Yes, it's a wicked structure indeed. It almost feels like it'll devour all those who wander into it. You don't seem to have noticed, Lady Mash, but we are 3 levels underground already. What? I don't remember going down any stairs or slopes. We've been walking down an incline from the start. Only those accustomed to darkness would notice. Already it's a labyrinth. Looks like this won't be as straightforward after all. By the way, who's this Aggervane guy I keep hearing about? He must be the supervisor. Everyone's taking their job seriously today. Oh, that's right. Our dear Demon Cringe doesn't know Aggervane very well. She doesn't know Arthurian legend. You know, they all know it. MASH knows it. They gave me a job, and, like, no one informed me of anything. Like, shouldn't that have been a qualification? To know about all these heroic spirits? They really need to... If all you got is me to be a master in these Singularities, y'all really messed up and need to work on your vetting system. But if it hadn't been me, then that person wouldn't have been late and pissed off what's-her-face, and then they would have got exploded. So I'm here to save someone from being exploding. I'm kind of like a counterforce guardian like that. He may not be much compared to the glorious legends of Sir Gawain, Sir Lancelot, or Sir Percival. He was King Arthur's adjutant, that thing in Fire Emblem Three Houses. His mother, Morgan the Enchantress, was Arthur's older sister. She cursed and neglected the king his entire life. I see, the son of King Arthur's enemy. In other words, he was a spy, a snake in his bosom. Hey, watch what you say, that person's in my party. Yes, if you look at the family tree, he's also half-brother to the treacherous Mordred. That monster. At the same time, he was the youngest brother of Sir Gawain, who swore allegiance to King Arthur. Yes, but apparently Sir Gawain and Morgan never had much interaction. They were all horrible at raising their children. Sir Mordred was also a child of Morgan. He was also in her care during his childhood. Maybe that Morgan raised Sir Aggervane as the only son she could trust. Sir Aggervane was a cold individual, yet he succeeded King Arthur as the civil officer in charge of Camelot's government. Most of the Knights of the Round Table must have hated him. They would have seen him as one of Morgan's men who might turn on them at any minute. No, he's just that dude that takes his job way too seriously, and like, you're afraid to be chatting with your coworkers or looking at a meme on your cell phone because he's just got to be the tattletale. He's that person. I can tell. But in the end, he was killed by Sir Lancelot. Lancelot had an affair with Guinevere, King Arthur's wife. I guess I didn't need to watch anything on Arthurian legend. They're just going to tell me the whole thing. But at least now I got frame of reference. It was Aggervane who denounced the two unfaithful. Aggervane even accused Guinevere of being impure. That's impossible, because her husband doesn't have a dick. Until Merlin comes into town, and Merlin wasn't in town that week. And for that, in a fit of rage, Lancelot slew him. That was the beginning of the collapse of the Round Table. Fights over whammon. Lancelot escorted Queen Guinevere safely from Camelot, then returned to his home, the country France. And King Arthur returning from a successful Rome expedition, found herself against a rebellion led by Sir Mordred, which led to Arthur's defeat at Camelot. We already been through this. That is the conclusion of the famous Arthurian legend. Right. In that sense, you can even say Agravain murdered King Arthur, as Morgan had planned. Morgan's just rude. Creating all this family drama just because you can't get over that your brother, like, thinks incest is gross. Fucking real trailer park trash shit, like I said, that got turned into a legend somehow. Had he not revealed Queen Guinevere and Lancelot's affair, the Round Table wouldn't have fallen. That's right. You may say he achieved the biggest impact with the smallest gesture. I was never interested in the legend of the Knights of the Round Table, but hearing it now makes me think. They pride themselves on glory and chivalry, but in the end, their lives were just as bitter. Boo! What did I tell you? Hello, Toda? Where are you? Boo. I'm gonna name you Toda. Can you go home with her? Hello? Boo! We've been looking all over, but we still can't find him. Don't tell me they already killed him. No way. It's all my fault. I'm supposed to be his mentor, but I can't even save one of my disciples. Sorry. I'm sorry, Toda. Alright, what next? Being a real Morgana from Persona 5, you little problem solver fucking squirrel. I don't know, so much dialogue already. Why does Fu get so many lines? Fu, stop. Right now we don't have time to— Master, there's a hidden passageway here. I can see jail cells. It's almost like we just had to keep going. Yet the strange woman, for some reason, kept trying to hinder our investigation by saying, "Oh no, Toto's dead, let's get out of here." What does she have to hide? Good skills, Mash. We're aware of who's fucking sussy here in this team. It's the monk with the tits. That's who's suspicious. Enemy guard presence confirmed in front of one of them. It appears there's a servant inside. Really? Hang on, I'll be there. I'll be right there, right away. Huh? That frantic, worried voice. Hey, is that you, Sansing? Toda, that voice just now. It's Toda. Hello? Yes, it's me. Dude, we had to break Ranma's wife out in the last one. So every Singularity's got a prison break, I think. When her disciple's in need, she'll jump fences. Even of the guardians of Gardava Castle. In matters of so many— Let's go. That was my skip. I can't. Too many words. I'm sure someone got rescued and it was great. I get one skip a stream, and she just earned it. All right. Emiya, it's your time. That's your music. That's your track. I don't know why you thought, when you know that there's multiple timelines, that you could, like, kill Shiro Emiya and not do anything. I will still always be confused on that. But hey, you do you, Archer. You do no wrong, really. He does no wrong. #1 anime husbundo. And if you disagree, I don't know what to tell you. Who are you into? Fucking Persona character? Shishomaru from Inuyasha? I'll accept that answer. Well, no, because then they made that sequel where, like, they made him a groomer. I don't approve of that. Hashtag not my anime husbandos. Only 15 sea stars. Alright, now you can have this. Actually, we'll save those for the boss. This guy ain't no boss. Oh, this is one of two? Oh no. It's obvious what we gotta do here. My boy. He's got a bow and 2 swords. He dual wields. He can transform the swords. Anything you saw in Full Metal Alchemist, my boy Shiro Emiya can do. He can also assassinate. Assassinate so well, he assassinates between timelines. He goes poof, kill that person, world saved. He doesn't do no investigating. He doesn't need no legal system. I don't need that yet. That's foolish. That's foolish. We're ready. It's time. So I was playing around with plots again, and I came up with this plot where Rin summons Archer, right, into a different world, different circumstances, no Grail War, he's there to do counterforce shit. But then, like, she falls in love with him because he's Archer, and she makes, in this world, she's a real powerful mage, and she's learning all this shit at a rapid rate. And she says, hey, Counterforce, I'll take his place. I'm more useful than him. So that's just like dumb, generic fanfic plot right there, right? But, and she's thinking, I can figure out a way to destroy the Counterforce contract. I just needed more time because it's not going to take place to her until she dies. But wouldn't it be cool if she got summoned into a Fate Stay Night fucking timeline and Shiro had an archer servant and it was Rin Tosaka and she uses a sniper rifle? That's all. Just to say, Rin Tosaka with a sniper rifle. That's why I said this whole plot. I can get Emmy. Getting him for free, though, won't be a special. Oh, this guy. This drunkard is who we're saving. There's already an archer here. His name's Arash. This is what I'm saying. There's too many. Ah, oh, brilliant. That was truly a match worth watching. I kept biting my fingernails in anticipation, so much that, coupled with this hunger, I was about to eat my own hands. Ah, there we go. Did you just walk out of that jail cell on your own? Well, yeah, I could have stepped out at any time, but I finally grown tired of lying around. It's about time I got to work. So I take it you're the ones who came to attack this fort? You don't say. You don't say. After all, you must be quite the softies to befriend her. She's annoying. Each one of you is an outstandingly good person, I'm sure. Toda, where are your manners? At least introduce yourself first. Are you a monkey or what? Huh? Oh, come to think of it, we don't know each other's names. I got carried away. Forgive me. Servant, Archer. My true name is Tor. You'll never know, cause Otto. Through fate, I ended up protecting that monk over there. Escorting, not protecting. Gosh, how many times have I told you? You're my disciple, remember? Disciples have to protect their mentors no matter what. Got that? They have to protect their mentor's integrity and their mentor's safety. Listeng. Don't make me worry so much, okay? Promise me. Oh, And if you break that promise, I'll send the Buddha's palm after you, like, bam! Okay. Sorry, I didn't think you'd become so meek. Huh? No. Wait. It was you. It was you, remember? You were the one who said, that fort looks so much fun. You were the one who ran off and picked a fight with the knights. And look what came of it. Oh. I think this girl's trouble. She's like trouble wherever she goes. She's like that Belle from Infinity Train, deep cut, but... The last season wasn't my favorite, but I did enjoy that Belle that just had a past everywhere she went. Next thing I knew, you were already nowhere in sight. I went around looking for you, but then hunger kicked in. I came across a knight in purple armor, but he made quick work of me in my weakened state. Now look where I am. A knight in purple armor? Was a knight of the Round Table? He called himself Lancelot. He was truly frightening and straightforward, a simple yet powerful swordsman. Sensing danger, I quickly surrendered and let myself be caught. I was getting sleepy anyway. Whoa, you grew sleepy during your fight so you purposely lost to them? Also, you could get to a bed? It seems we stumbled upon yet another dynamic heroic spirit. Hold up. Is this the samurai who... Oh, let's get your lore, dude. What'd you do? Regardless, you saved me, and that's a fact. Was it you who brought Sanzing? Then let me thank you. I'm glad you made it in time. Of course, I met Sanzing. Yeah, it's nice to meet you, bro. What's up? Wow, in such fine manners. Nice to meet you too, Demon Cringe. Never mind that, Toto. We're looking for one more prisoner. Would you know where she is? Apparently, she's more like that skeleton guy over there. What? A mask sewn onto your skull, doesn't that hurt? Of course, somewhat. My mask does stick on my face, much firmer than any other old man. Seems like you have your reasons. I've asked a bunch of foolish questions. Do forgive me. As for your inquiry, I'm not sure whether they have the same face as you, but there's another prisoner back there to the left. We appreciate it. Let's hurry, Demon Cringe. I think I smell something burning. Another character we need to introduce. Yes, let's hurry. And Toda, I'm tired of walking, so carry me on your shoulders. This girl's too much, man. That again? You'll grow fat if you get too lazy, you know. I will not, and quit making me repeat myself. I'm your mentor, remember? Mentors are to be obeyed, remember? Absolute obedience, remember? That's exactly what I mean, lisped Sanzang. I don't recall ever agreeing. Yeah, who cares? Come on, carry me. Goodness, what am I to do with you? I don't know what they're going for with this character, because she's all like, you know, obey me, but she's also very whiny. She's behaving more freely. Oh well, that Tora Toda over there is a dragon slayer from the Far East, a samurai with interesting we already had Siegfried, fucking King Arthur slayed a dragon. You're not special, dude. Let's hurry up and rescue Assam, then return to the village. Toda's noble phantasm will be a brand new discovery for MASH. Doctor, what do you mean? I'd like you to find out with your own eyes. What can you say? That girl Sanzang there might be the real savior in all this. Aren't we gonna get the Mold Camelot soon? No, Mold Camelot's what we already do. We're gonna get the other thing. We're gonna get that Noble Phantasm upgrade.
Two things before we get started today. Number one, pronunciation trigger.
Alright, so once again, got an excess of AP, and I have to read a lot because it's Fate Grand Order. Might finish section 9 so we can start on section 10 next time I come back. But for right now, gonna spend some of this AP. We can't have all the fruits. How much fruits do I have, though? This is how much fucking AP we've just built up going through the story thus far. When lottery comes up, the event, who cares? We're spending AP for days. But for right now, we'll get some embers or something. Here it is. So I've got a video to react to and learn from, because I do like try to do history, fate stuff, fate lore, but we're gonna learn about these Hassan folks. People are mad that they got cut out of the movie entirely, I guess, so we'll learn all about them. Is it an assassin group? Is it the Black Hand? I literally know nothing, so I'll learn. Here we go.
Warning everybody, I am absolutely going to ruin some names today. Enjoy. And number 2, this video is like 20 minutes long. How often do you see stuff like that on YouTube? Not very often, I will tell you, and we are able to make these super long videos because of amazing companies like Vincero. And if you want to support us and look pretty awesome at...
Alright, Hassan's.
Hassan and his followers emerged in a confusing and a murky period of
Wait, we got another summer banner here? Hold on, let me analyze. Okay, she's still there. We got these two. Haven't leveled them up or anything. But going for her, even though I argue. I don't know, Berserkers are not my favorite. But hopefully we get her, then we can put some rolls on this. I want to collect as many summer servants as possible.
Political, ethnic, and religious strife in Persia and the Middle East. A period in which different Muslim factions fought each other and also against the European Crusaders. No wonder then that the history emerging from that period is shrouded in myth, legends, and propaganda. So who were the assassins, and what was their agenda? Also, what was their relationship with the Knights Templar? Who was the mysterious old man of the mountain? Well, today I will try to...
Okay, so the man of the mountain's a thing. Cool. There's some strife going on right now with the Europeans. One named Artoria Pendragon.
Clear these and other questions up by narrating Hassan's life. But first, how did the assassin's legend get started in Europe? One of the first written accounts about the assassins comes from a French priest and historian living in Syria. This was William of Tyre. In the early 1180s, William wrote, "In the province of Tyre is a certain people who have 10 castles and surrounding lands, and we have often heard that there are 60,000 of them or more. Both we and the Saracens call them assassins, but I don't know where the name comes from." The Europeans would have to wait until 1298 to learn more about this mysterious order. That's when Rusticolo de Pisa published the Travels of Marco Polo. The Venetian traveller describes a land called Mulachet, where an old man of the mountain used to live. The man had built the largest and most beautiful garden in the world. The 3 canals streamed there, one for water, one for hunting.
I thought that Babylon anime and the Sonic Riders taught me that Babylon was such a good garden that it was like, you don't even deserve to have me, HGTV. I'm not gonna be in the Home and Gardens magazine, no, and it fucking floated into space. It floated into the atmosphere, and it was a warship in Apocrypha, so like, this garden better be impressive.
One for wine. In the garden there lived boys and maidens, the most handsome in the world. In the garden were admitted only those whom the old man wanted to turn into his assassins. He drugged them with opium, and upon waking up in the garden, he let them believe that they were experiencing a vision of heaven. The next time they woke up, the old man had brought them back to the real world. Longing to return to that heaven, these young men were manipulated to become assassins on behalf of the old man. Only death as a martyr for their cause would grant them a return to the Garden of Delights. Marco Polo claims that it was for that reason that the assassins were such effective killers, and the old man was so feared that rulers in Asia would pay him a regular tribute. The alternative, of course, was death. Polo's account concludes by narrating how in 1265 the lords of the Tartars allow...
So how's come Marco Polo got to document this and he didn't get like fucking assassinated? Can't trust these Europeans coming over here with their smallpox blankets.
Tired of this wickedness, he laid siege to the old man's fortress for 3 years before starving out the man of the mountain and all of his assassins. But how much of Marco Polo's account is the truth and how much is legend, or even slander circulated by enemies? Well, we'll find out right now, because now enters the picture Hassan Sabbah. Hassan Sabbah was born in the year 1050 in Qom in modern-day Iran. Qom was and still is considered as one of the holiest cities in Shia Islam and the leading center for Muslim scholarship in Persia. His father, Ali bin Muhammad bin Jafar al-Sabbah al-Himari, was originally Yemeni.
Shout out to this guy. I used a skip because there were too many words for my dumb brain to read, and he's good YouTuber.
And belonged to the Twelver tradition of Shia Islam. After Hassan's birth, the Sabbah family settled down in Ray, where the young Hassan received his early religious education in accordance to his father's creed. Now, before I continue, allow me to clarify some religious terms here. For example, what is the difference between Shia and Sunni Muslims? Well, these two factions share many spiritual beliefs and religious practices, as their schism was actually political in nature. After the death of Muhammad in 632, his advisor Abu Bakr became the first caliph, or the successor of the Prophet, tasked with leading the Islamic nation. But his leadership, it was challenged by the followers of Ali, the Prophet's cousin and his son-in-law. This faction originated the Shia sect, who believed that the leadership of the Islamic nation belongs to the direct descendants of the Prophet. On the other hand, Sunni Muslims believe that the leadership of the community...
So one of them's Mormon and the other one's like a regular Christian. Got it.
is...
That's actually, I've never had the differences explained. That was simple. Thank you. Once again, internet being better than any history or social studies teacher I ever had that led to this ignorance that is me.
Not a birthright. It can and it must be earned. The Twelver tradition is the mainstream belief among Shias. It is called Twelver in reference to the 12 successors of Muhammad, the last of which, Muhammad ibn Hassan al-Mahdi, is yet to return to become mankind's savior. The city of Ray, where young Hassan lived, was at the center of another Shia current, the Ismailis. They derived their name from their allegiance to Ismail, the eldest son of Imam Jafar as Sadiq. Ismailis are the second largest denomination within Shia Islam, and what differentiates them from other Shia currents is that
that noble phantasm didn't do very well against that berserker with the defense down. Morgan, step it up.
They have a living hereditary imam. In Ray, Hassan was introduced to the Ismaili doctrine by two prominent dais, or missionaries, Amir Zarab and Abu Nasser Siraj. Following these studies at the age of 17, Hassan converted to Ismailism and took an oath of allegiance to the Ismaili imam of the time, the Fatimid Caliph al-Mustansir. The Fatimid dynasty ruled the most powerful Muslim state of the era from their capital in Cairo. Despite their power, Fatimids were under constant threat from the Seljuk Turks. The Seljuks were another powerful dynasty originating from Central Asia. From there, they had swept through Persia and the Middle East, establishing a Sunni sultanate. A newly converted Ismaili student Hassan at age 22 had ventured into these territories, managing to impress Abd al-Malik ibn...
That's easy to do in a world with Snapchat. I don't know, job interviews seem hard back in the day. You might have to sometimes go into the desert through like 3 villages or something. I'm like, is this an activity where I gotta put shoes on? And like, I don't know, it just seems like a to-do. It seems like a lot of work being prophets and saviors. I just want to stay home and play, you know, work on my garden, play Fate Grand Order. It's too much, man.
Atash, who was the chief Ismaili Dai in the Seljuk Sultanate. He impressed him so much that he actually got a job as a missionary as well. In this delicate role, Hassan first traveled to the secret Persian Ismaili headquarters in Isfahan in Persia, deep in Seljuk territory. He then went to Cairo and Alexandria to perfect his education. During his Egyptian period, Hassan clashed with some big shots in the Ismaili organization. One in particular, the vizier or chief minister to the Fatimid court, Al-Afdal. The conflict revolved around the succession to the caliphate and, by extension, to the imamate. In other words, who would be the next leader of the Ismailis?
But what about the assassins? That's my main concern.
The current caliph, al-Mustansir, had appointed as future successor his eldest son, the Imam Nizar. On the other hand, Vizier al-Afdal was lobbying to install Nizar's younger brother, Mustali. This guy also happened to be his son-in-law. Hassan had provided his support to Nizar, which made him an enemy.
Honestly, this would be easier for my brain to understand if they explained it in the show Once Upon a Time logic, because that show had an insane family tree, but because they were all fairy tale characters, I could sort of accept that Snow White's daughter, who was aged 25 years up, had a kid with Rumpelstiltskin's son, and Rumpelstiltskin was a child of Peter Pan. That's about like this, I think.
To the powerful vizier. The outcome of this whole intrigue? First of all, a further schism within Islam, with Nizari Ismaili now rivaling Mustali Ismailis. Second outcome, Hassan was exiled by al-Afdal and he returned to Persia in June of 1081. But by now, he had become the most prominent Dai for the nascent Nizari community. Over the following years, Hassan traveled all across Persia, spreading word of the Nizaris. During this period, he increased his following and he started drawing up his plans to get rid of the Seljuk occupation of his land. But what had motivated Hassan Sabah in revolting against the Seljuks? Well, he actually had three different sets of reasons. From a religious perspective, the ardently Sunni Seljuks did not hide their hostility against Shias of all sects, and the Nizaris and Ismailis may have feared for their own religious freedom. Politically, Hassan still had an allegiance to the Egyptian Fatimids, despite his exile. The Seljuks, by the 1070s, had stretched as far as the Sinai, threatening to
Now I wonder if, since they exiled him, but will they forgive him, or is he like Zuko? Is he looking for the Avatar? If he was looking for the Avatar, they wouldn't have put that in the history books.
Uproot the caliphate. And nationally, Hassan's revolt could have been an expression of the Persians' resentments over the alien rule of the Seljuk Turks. I'm pretty sure that Hassan had never read Sun Tzu, yet the strategy he formulated, it was pure art of war. He frankly assessed the weaknesses of his faction and the weaknesses of the Seljuks. The Nizari were heavily outnumbered, while Seljuk leaders were scattered around the vast Persian territory. So how could he multiply the effectiveness of his forces? How could he deal severe blows to the occupiers without staging pitched battles on a dispersive territory? His answer was to quickly occupy the high ground and establish a series of impregnable mountain strongholds from which to launch targeted killings of political and military top brass all around the country. And as you can see, the Assassin Creed was beginning to take shape.
Video game reference! Oh no, actually, I think the Assassin's Creed is a real thing.
By 1087, Hassan had concentrated his efforts for recruiting a resistance movement around the Daylem region, a traditional Shia stronghold. By September of 1090, he had taken control of the region and had seized the fortress of Alamut, the teaching of the eagle, located in the central Elbaz mountain in the Radbar region. He did so by cunning and peaceful means, converting in secret, one by one, the soldiers of the local garrison. Hassan made the fortress impregnable and made it self-sufficient by improving the cultivation and irrigation system.
Alright, so there can be an explanation on why they broke into the prison so easily. But, like, they build forts, not break into them.
Systems of the Alamut Valley.
Unless those evil Knights of the Round Table stole it from them.
He also established an important library holding a vast collection of manuscripts and scientific instruments. After firmly establishing himself in Alamut, Hassan extended his influence in the region by winning more converts and expanding his network of fortresses in Rudbar. In 1091, Hassan sent one of his followers, Dai Hussein Qaini, to Quhistan, near the border with modern-day Afghanistan. Hassan was successful in starting a popular uprising among local Shias seeking independence from the Seljuks. This allowed the Nizaris to gain control of several towns in Quhistan. In less than 2 years after the capture of Alamut, Hassan Sabah had founded an independent territorial state for the Nizari Ismailis in the midst of the Seljuk Sultanate. The Persian Shia population.
Why can't everyone just get along? Like, I don't know. If I believed in a god, I'm not killing for him. He can do it himself. He's God. Like, isn't that the whole point? If they do bad things and are evil, they'll get punished later. I don't gotta deal with it.
Of course, saw the Seljuk Turks as invaders and oppressors. Sunni sources beg to differ, pointing to the fact that Seljuks tried to extend a friendly hand to the locals. Their Sultan Malik Shah, for example, had appointed as his vizier a Persian, Abu Ali Hassan bin Ali bin Ishaq, better known as Nizam al-Mulk, which translates as the order of the country. According to legend, Hassan and Nizam had been classmates and friends in their youth. After becoming vizier, Nizam had helped his old friend by securing him a post at the court of Malik Shah. But soon their rivalry erupted and Nizam had conspired to have Hassan exiled. This legend would make Hassan's mission one of personal revenge against his childhood friend who had betrayed him. As romantic as the story sounds, Nizam was 32 years older than Hassan and...
See? My poor boy. What am I to do? I'm gonna have to grind dragons like a peasant. Like a dirt farmer. Like a free-to-play player. This is offensive.
There wasn't any chance they could have been schoolmates. So what happened next was purely politically motivated. In 1092, Nizam launched a Seljuk counterattack against the Nizaris in Alamut and Quhistan, but Hassan's strategy, it proved effective. His small garrison atop the easily defendable mountain strongholds was able to repel attack after attack. During the siege of Alamut, Hassan was able to extract safely his wife and daughters to another.
The holy city, dude. I don't know. Hassan. We need to have a contest on whose tower was better, and then that'll solve the conflict in the Singularity.
Ismaili community. He never brought them back, starting a tradition of not allowing women into the fortress. Hassan's next move was to go on the offensive, lacking the numbers for
Well, sometimes you gotta, because their periods will attract bears.
a full-on military campaign. Hassan relied on his next favorite tactic, a targeted killing intended to decapitate Seljuk leadership. Hassan picked the Fidei, or faithful, who would carry out the mission, Bu Tahir Arani. Disguised as a Sufi, a Muslim mystic, the Fidei approached the litter in
Aw, Gareth's happy. She'll pierce anybody if it be your will. But my wish would be, for the sake of you, to use me for attaining peace in this world. Don't use me to commit a homicide, please. That is the very opposite. Just kidding, I was trying to sound all cool, hee hee. We got a rank up quest, oh my gosh. And 3 Saints Courts, it was worth the journey, thank you, Gareth.
which his target was traveling. So if
We don't really got a good Lancer, just this here level 2. Oh, unlocking things, that's wonderful for me.
and silent, his dagger left its sheath and it plunged itself into Irani's target. This was Nizam al-Mulk. The vizier died on the spot. The same fate befell Tahir Irani. He and the other Fidais serenely accepted the fact that their missions would be most likely suicidal. The Fidai was immediately cut down by Nizam's bodyguards. This was the first high-profile assassination carried out by the faithful soldiers of the Nizari army. Hassan and his 2 immediate successors ordered a total of 75 tactical killings, always aimed at high-profile targets and never at civilians. The occupiers would often...
And that's pretty cool, because, you know, that's like basic common sense during warfare. But this is back in the day when you know, you stole a piece of bread, so I'm gonna chop your hand off, even though you could use that hand to pay me back. I don't know how you're gonna get a job to pay me back without an arm. That makes no sense. King Solomon better sort that out. But so that's why good on these people. Civilians don't need to be brought into this crap. They're just trying to live.
And retaliate with massacres among the Ismaili communities, followed by further.
My hot take is killing civilians is bad. Good thing I don't have a Twitter.
Surgical strikes on Hassan's orders. Unsurprisingly, the actions of the Fidais earns them the hatred of the Seljuks and a large part of the Sunni community. They painted them as radical extremists and proto-terrorists, and at the same time as dissolute drug addicts. This is when the Nizari Fidais became known as Hasheshin, or assassins, the users of hashish.
Ooh, okay, here we go.
So let's pause for a moment. Did the assassins or hashishins actually smoke hashish? In reality, they never used that word to describe themselves. Their correct description would be the Fidais of the Nizari Ismaili army, the name it was stuck on them by Marco Polo and William of Tyre, who heard it from the enemies of the Nizari in Syria. It is true that soldiers across time have made use of recreational and prescription drugs to get themselves in the right.
Soldiers across time? Heroic spirit Shiro Emiya is a drug user. We knew he didn't get them abs naturally. Those abs, those shouldn't exist.
State for battle. But here's a question for you. If you were Hassan, would you really trust a stoner with a delicate mission involving climbing castle walls, picking locks, evading guards, and stabbing a high-profile enemy? And how about them dealing with the munchies? I mean, sure, the stoner's best friend is the kebab, and that was invented by Turk soldiers, but that wasn't until 1377. So, it's not disputed that the word assassin actually comes from hashish, but it is now accepted that these highly skilled and trained warriors were not on drugs.
They made it the word assassin, so in school, when we get the word as vocabulary and the teacher writes ass and then writes ass again, we go, and then that distracts for about 2 minutes that we don't have to learn in school.
They simply found themselves stuck with a slur thrown on them by their numerous enemies. And it did not help that the slur was a strong-sounding word, assassin, which was quickly adopted by popular European poets in the 13th and 14th centuries, one being Dante, the author of the Divine Comedy. But enough with the word of the day, let's get down to business to defeat the Turks. Shortly after the assassination of Nizam al-Mulk, the Seljuk Sultan Malik Shah also died. The causes remain mysterious. Maybe they were natural, or maybe he was poisoned. As a result, the Sultanate was plunged into chaos, and a civil war between Malik's eldest son, Berkyaruk, and his brother, Sanjar, supported by their half-brother, Mohammed Tapar, took place. The state was further fractured by the emergence of independent warlords. Taking advantage of the disorder, Hassan consolidated and extended his power, seizing more strategically located fortresses, extending as far as Damgan, 500 kilometers to the east of the Alamut headquarters, or even further to Khuzestan, 1,000 kilometers to the south. Hassan, he was unstoppable. During this period, he consolidated his reputation as an austere and ascetic leader. In a short span of time, we don't know exactly when, he had both of his sons executed. Muhammad was guilty of drinking wine while...
Imagine, if you will, you steal some Smirnoff Ice to bring to your cool friends at your cool party, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, you brought the alcohol. And then your dad kills you that night. And the cops don't do anything about it because he's the leader. And then it wouldn't be in the tabloids for very long because they'd be so rich they'd kill the story. So the moral is, don't steal liquor from your parents and replace it with water, because sometimes they stick it in the freezer to keep it cold, and then they'll know that it's not alcohol when it has ice in it, and then you're caught, and then you'll get beheaded. So don't.
Ustad was a suspect in the death of Hassan's loyal lieutenant, Hussein Kiini. The Nizari leader personally turned inwards, but politically he sought expansion. It is said that he never again left his castle, but in the early years of the 12th century, Hassan began sending his dyes from Alamut into Syria. Here the Nizaris resumed their practice of establishing mountain strongholds. The most important one was the Masyaf fortress. Years later, Masyaf would be under the command of Rashid ad-Din. He achieved fame due to his numerous attempts to assassinate Saladin. And it was he, not Hassan, who gave rise to the legend of the old...
Good on you. I mean, not good on you. No one should be assassinating no one. No one should be killing no one. But I mean, usually when you fail, you give up and go into hiding. Nah, he kept going at it.
Man of the mountain, and it was them, the Syrian assassins, who would first make contact with the Templars. I will take a quick detour now to cover the relationship between these two groups, even if it's out of the scope of Hassan's life. A certain media franchise has painted these two organizations as mortal rivals through the ages and across continents. These two factions had much in common, though, if you think about it. Both were a core of elite warriors motivated by both a political and a religious drive. Both would be at some point slandered and accused of being heretics by powerful enemies. The tension between assassins and Templars in the Levant or the Holy Land never escalated into a full clash. There were some hostilities, but the two, sometimes they were allies, as the Syrian Nizari were more interested in fighting other Muslim enemies rather than the Christians. From 1152, they interacted almost like mob cartels with assigned territories, wary of stepping too much on each other's toes. In their year, the Fides had claimed one of their few Christian victims, Count Raymond of Tripoli. In reparation, the Templars in Lebanon demanded a tribute of 2,000 bezants a year. Sounds a bit like protection money, doesn't it? On another occasion, it was the Syrian assassins who demanded protection money from none other than King Louis IX of France when he was visiting Acre in modern-day Israel. If the king paid, the old man of the mountain would let him live. Grandmaster Joinville of the Templars intervened and sent the envoy back home empty-handed, but with a non-aggression pact between the king and the old man. But enough with ruining video games, let's get back to Hassan, shall we?
It's okay. This person got really honored in Fate Grand Order, as we can see, because there's only 1,500 different Hassan characters that you roll. When you spend your 30 hard Saint Courts and you throw it in there and you're like, I should at least get 5 stars because I was good this year, Santa Claus. And then you get a whole bunch of Hassans. You get Serenity. You're just like, oh, Serenity, your haircut's cool, but I wish you weren't here right now. That's me in the gacha often.
In 1097, the Imam Nizar, spiritual leader to Hassan and his men, was killed in Cairo. His rival, Vizier al-Afdal, had buried him alive between two walls. When the news reached Hassan, he sent for Nizar's young son.
Just like Elizabeth Bathory, why is everybody sticking everyone in walls? There were no bricks of peace back then. It's either you're getting the sword or you're getting fucking bricked in the wall.
To be rescued from Cairo and to be brought to safety at Alamut. Until now, Hassan Sabbah had been...
You at least bang loudly on that wall every day until you starve to death, right? You fucking say the worst, meanest things ever. You make sure when there's ghost tales about you in the future that they're just insane and that actually... You either... Well, no, you can't cuss too much because then no one's going to repeat it. You gotta use YouTube rules if you're going to be a ghost. Well, pre-ghost. You're not dead yet, but you're gonna be. Think about your ghost script.
The political and military leader of the Nizari in Persia. From now on, in the absence of a manifest imam, he would serve also as the religious leader of the whole Nizari community. In the last years of the 11th century, Hassan launched an offensive on the heart of the Seljuk Sultanate. The objective was the fortress of Shadiz, close to the capital of Ifashan. His agent for the operation was Ahmad bin Atash, the son of Hassan's first teacher after he had become an Ismaili. But Ahmad did not use the dagger, only his faith. One by one, he converted the children and then the soldiers of the garrison. By 1100, Ahmad and the Nazaris had successfully infiltrated and occupied the castle, and with that, the road to Isfahan was open. But eventually, the Nizari did not achieve victory, at least not a total one. In the meantime, the warring Seljuk brothers Berkiruk, Sanjar, and Muhammad Topar had agreed to a truce in order to combat Hassan. The newly united Seljuks fought back and secured.
I want to create another summer servant team just so I can use Assassin Skady. She's great. I think I got enough of the songs. I want to get to section 10. They were assassins with a code, and they created everyone's least favorite video game, Assassin's Creed. I thought Ubisoft was going out of business because the last one sucked so bad, but then everyone wanted to talk about the Switch 2. I need video game news alerts for when games do bad. There needs to be a whole website just for that. Alright, back to it. So I cannot wait to use Assassin Skady and have the Skady team. Alright, and the Sans had a great fortress. Learned that, so that explains why they're so good at breaking in and entering into the holy city. There was no explanation for why they can detect tunnels and holes, though. Okay, we still got 15 days. I can do that. I hope it's an event full of mystery and fun. Alright, already used my boy, Amiya. You know what? Gilgamesh, you're in. And we're gonna put you... This time we're really gonna work on this. I want you two to have a talk. He needs a good role model. And I want you to be an anti-role model. Literally, like, this is the opposite of Archer. Instead of murdering him, tell him not to be you. That's all. Just kidding. Gilgamesh wouldn't be Gilgamesh if he wasn't Gilgamesh. Obviously. Everyone, bad news. I'm detecting a large-scale movement above ground. Hassan of the 100 Personas must have engaged the enemy already. That can only mean... Agravain is already here. Let's hurry, Demon Cringe. Love that they say my name like that. I'm picking up another life sign. It's beyond this door. Woo! The floor is stained with blood, and there are all sorts of tools hanging on the wall. This is no ordinary prison. There's a girl. She's chained on the wall over there. Oh, it's just Serenity. Who are you? You haven't given up yet? No matter what you may do to me, I won't tell you anything, so hurry up and slit my throat. Let's stop wasting both our time. After all, pain and poison can't kill me. There'll be no need for any throat slitting today, Serenity. I'm impressed you've held on this long. Are you from the Eastern Village? We're here to rescue you, homie. Rescue me? Looks like she's not fully conscious yet. To capture a servant and wear her down to this state, they could have just used a master ball and not done none of that. You know, missing no cheat and all. It's probably a skill these Knights of the Round Table, or rather Agravain, possesses. But still, even if she's a son, to do this to a child. Yeah, I ask that every day, every time a new frickin' underage servant comes out. Is this the first-rate assassin that was crowned an old man of the mountain? Serenity's age has nothing to do with her skills. Any further comment on such topic is problematic and sexist. That'd be an insult to her, Lord Mage. I'm sorry, that's true. She must be quite an assassin to be able to lead a sect by herself. Wait there. Don't come near me. Are you really people from the mountains? No, we're foreigners. We came here to rescue you. That much is true. Together with Hassan of the Cursed Arm and Hassan of the 100 Personas, we broke in here to do just that. They speak the truth, Serenity. Hence, you can relax your guard. You mustn't lose hope. I hate to ask, Demon Cringe, but could you unshackle her? Somehow the chain is not friendly toward servants. Oh, that's why we got Gilgamesh. He's an expert on chains. Good, the chains came off. Now you're free. Yes. Oh look, you'll trip if... Now remember, the fucking torturers gave up. They had to take a smoke break. Huh? What was that sound just now? Serenity lost her footing and Senpai jumped in to catch her. They've collapsed into each other's arms. Senpai, a fucking harem anime shit. Hassan's mask seems to have fallen from the impact. It's on the ground. And for some reason they aren't getting up. Both are rooted on the spot. Oh, I can sense a brand new romance blossoming. I mean, this is bad, right? This is not good. Hurry and get up, Demon Cringe. I understand how you feel, but we're in enemy territory. No, I'm not into her. You just said she's a child. No, this person will never be able to get up again. The Sabina I've required will take the life of anyone who touches my body. My body is poisonous. Every inch of it, every drop of fluid inside of it is extremely poisonous. Based on the legend of Vishkana from Far Eastern Land, I'm a poison girl, created by a religious cult to live off a living lump of poison. Normal interactions wouldn't cause immediate death, but we just... Our lips... Well, I'm gonna fucking die. The end. Can't believe it goes out this way. I thought we'd fight Artoria Lancer. I didn't catch that, what? I'm sorry, it's too late. This person will die. That's an irreversible fact. I am truly sorry. You came to save me, yet I've killed again. Give me... I'm still alive. I survive explosions. I'm the unburnt. Huh? No, that's not possible. How? I don't understand. Right. Senpai has the skill anti-poison. Temporary name. Working on it. It makes it so poison doesn't work. What do you guys think I should call it? You don't have to worry, Hassan. Oh yeah, the demonic fog in London didn't do anything. There's no doubt about it. Demon Cringe is shrouded in some kind of anti-filth protect. That's a better name. I'm sorry I dissed. It's most likely an effective Mash's shield. It protects the contractor from illness. Are you really alright? Are we able to touch? Are we gonna get this feeling? Senpai and I. Something about our noble phantasms and mystics. Is that right? Anyway, let's return to the surface soon. Even if 100 Personas is capable of multiplying herself, the burden is too heavy for her alone. Let's join her right away and relocate somewhere we can rest before that night of the round table shows up. Ruins our good time. Nonsense, you should just rest here. Hello everyone, and welcome to my torture chamber. We have a gift shop. Even thieves are still guests from far away. Greetings, Master Caldelia. There he is, Agravain, the man. Agravain of the Round Table. Ah, it seems there's no need to introduce myself. Oh, don't worry. No need to introduce yourselves either. One master, one contract servant, 2 old men of the mountain, and finally... the big-tittied nun girl. Not nun. Buddhist monk. Who so arrogantly left our holy city behind. Oh yeah, that's when we met her. She was fucking being like, fuck you, holy city, I'm out. I got things to do. All of you are targets of enforcement. Please allow us to take care of you immediately. Reinforcement night's approaching. They won't listen to reason. Still no sense in playfulness, huh? Agravain, don't you know why everybody hates you? That's fine. I despise humans, so I couldn't wish for more. I'm but a simple man, meat and potatoes type of dude, who just says, the king said killing everyone in a blinding light was a good idea, so I didn't disagree, because we have good potatoes in Camelot. I lead everyone to enlightenment. There you go again. I see, then you're definitely my enemy. My bow embodies the power of Hachiman, the great... I don't know who Boda Vista is. They got a lot going on. Let my arrows rid you of your melancholy. Why, you ask? Because in a peaceful world, even a delicious meal will taste plain without smiles. Having a depressed face like that will ruin any feast. Oh, here we go. I already forgot who's in my team. Oh, it's Gilgamesh time. What are these mongrels? Says Gilgamesh, and then killed Gilgamesh is like, stop being cringe. Stop trying to make mongrels happen. I guess this is what we're doing. I don't understand his shorts, though. It just doesn't seem very Gilgamesh-like, but then again, neither did that track jacket, and he made it work. Gilgamesh... Why haven't they made that outfit for him in this game yet, by the way? It is a concern of mine. I'm gonna write that in my letter, too. When we beat the Singularities, that's finally when I'll write my letter to Aniplex. Now I gotta get arts up. Gotta finish this. Dude! Aw, he made a gate just like it. Aw! Well, I mean, we ain't gonna release Aya for that. That little punk? No. Gil, you got this. Thank you. So after this, we got Babylonia. Gonna meet Tiamat. Come on, Gil. Gil! Thank you. Phew. Alright, time to rain down Gates of Babylon on everyone's faces. But with a little charm. Oh, you missed. You weren't cute. They're gonna be dead. I mean, we'll let little Gilgamesh here show off his stuff, but it's a level 120 Gilgamesh. These people ain't surviving. These people better have gotten their affairs in order. It's over. The king of fucking kings with the good wine has pulled out his destruction sword for 3 mongrels. His eye, the person who survived a kitchen fire, told him to. All right. Time to tell Agravain we ain't taking this no more. Him and his edgy boy, I don't care about humanity. Blah, blah, blah. Like, you all suck. Everyone hates you, just like Sanzing said. Is he even a servant? I don't even think he is. I think he's like Benjamin Franklin being a president. I want a foreigner. It's not Van Gogh, because I'm too stupid for Van Gogh. But we always know that Draco's great for every occasion. I don't even know what roller skatey hat does, and I have her. Alright, actually... Alright. Foreigners. Who's got me? Oh. Oh. I know who I want. Where'd she go? Thought I saw my girl. Whose name is not Kukulane, it's like Kuku. Don't make me. You know what? Noble Phantasm 3, that's pretty great, Ruby. Perfect. I feel like I should be using MASH on the front lines more around here, but like there's that 20% bond going on, and like she gets bond automatically, so you know how it is, MASH. We've defeated the Enforcement Knights, but I'm picking up more enemies. More are coming. We'll only get overwhelmed if we keep fighting. We have to find an escape route. There is no escape route, so this is checkmate for us, Agravain. Of course, I am different than others sitting at the round table. I do not seek glory, only results. You're all finished here. It's a shame that your death is so forgettable. Yet Gawain, that fool, how could he have failed to capture these simpletons? Oh, because the script didn't allow it yet. Surely it wasn't out of distrust for the king. No, Sir Gawain would never do such a thing. He himself is the sword serving the king. He's not like Lancelot. Agravain, no Aggie, you know what? I'm gonna call you Aggie from now on. You tramp, how dare you speak to Lord Agravain like that? Have you no fear? Prepare to be punished. It's alright, stand down. Zhang, I have no intention of discussing anything with you. Never have, never will. But I value the depth of your insights. It may be from a little girl's perspective, but you might see in a number of lands. For that sole reason, there's value in lending an ear to your stories. Little girl, you're not that much older than me, Aggie. You! I shall grant you one last chance. A chance to return to this side. You saw... I love that that was his bargaining chip. I hate you and you suck, but sometimes your stories don't make me want to shoot myself. That's what Agravain told her. You saw what life was like in the Holy City. You saw what life was like among the mountain tribes. I'm sure you also saw Ozymandias' land, the territory of Egypt. With that in mind, let me pose this question to you. Is the Lion King in the wrong? Well... why aren't you saying anything? Exactly. You of all people should understand. Our holy city is only truth, the only ideal. No matter which side you're on, we share the same goal. We are merely searching for a way to survive. To defend the people of our nation. Even that Ozymandias thinks the same thing. But with their policies, they won't change anything. They'll just fall into ruin along with the world. Along with the era. Think back to your time in the Holy City. Everyone lived a satisfying life. We were even putting in a new strip mall. They bettered each other. They respected each other. The utopia once dreamed by the King of Knights has come true in the Holy City. You turned your face back on that. That alone is an insult to me, but the King of Knights, no, His Majesty the Lion King respected your thoughtfulness. Therefore, this will be my final offer. Return to the Holy City and sit with us at the Round Table. You'll fit well in Gareth's empty... Wait, no, Gareth's level 65. I suppose so. To be honest, I've been hesitating this whole time. Which side I should take, the Lion King, the Sun King, or the Mountain People? I wasn't really into the idea from the start. I couldn't hear Buddha's voice either. When the Buddha is silent, it means things are out of my hands. In other words, Buddha's been telling me to butt out this entire time. Oh, I get it. Buddha, butt out.
Now that's a funny name.
However, Lance, nope, I can't stay out any longer. No matter how nice the Lion King's holy city may be, I know in my heart that the tactics used by the Round Table are wrong. That's right. No, that's wrong. Even if the holy city is a utopia, selecting those who will live in it and killing the rest is unforgivable. It's an atrocity. It isn't an atrocity. It's a conclusion. Those not chosen by the holy city will die in this wilderness. Which by itself wouldn't be so bad, except they'll develop feelings of hate and jealousy toward it. To build a strong holy city, we cut off that evil from the source. This is also the mercy of the Lion King. We've never forced anyone. The refugees are free to choose whether or not they wish to receive the holy city sanctuary. We just ask that they not be shitty people. If the mountain people give up on the Holy Land, we'll cease fighting too. Oh, then why does this world have to have an end? You all could just fix the mountain problem. What? Yeah, okay, so the Grail fucks up the singularities. Artoria's got nothing to do with the Grail. Ozymandias has it, so what? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure fucking Getia or whoever important plot relevant people I should be remembering are the ones who told Artoria to go be a bitch, basically. Agravain, I promise not to start crying, so tell me, what are you trying to do? Is the Lion King really in her right mind? Didn't she lose her human heart a long time ago? Are you sure she's still a heroic spirit? You crossed that desert with your own 2 feet? Indeed, it seems I underestimated you. I'm breaking off the negotiations. Resume the enforcement. Oh no. It's the sound of the police. We shall see. These enforcement knights are different. They have more HP. In the past, there was a fool who fled the court after slaying his brethren in a wild rage. These enforcement knights are modeled after that man and made stronger. They fight like pathetic mad dogs. Yet that is fitting for rebel scum like you. But do they still take their turn, right? Hope they still take their turn. It's okay. We got a J-pop idol on our side. Oh yeah, it does help when she, you know, when we give her a little bit of boost there. A little bit of help sometimes. Alright, well this is always hella useful. When are we getting Mysterious Heroine X in an anime? They can easily make a plot for her. She could have been in fucking Fate Strange Fake instead of Gawain or whoever. Well, she's gotten a level up since we've last been here. Someone's dead at least. Fucking portal technology, bitch. So these are his Mad Dog prototypes, all based off fucking Lancelot or whoever. These guys suck. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. They're awesome. Alright. Some of this. Some of that. I love the art style for this Noble Phantasm, by the way. Well, I mean, traditional Jap, but just the whole paintbrush, because she's kind of got a Splatoon thing going on with her little buddy there, and then the kimono, and all, it's just cool. Ah, Hound F. We've heard of you and your legends. Gonna play you a song. I'm the piano girl. God, Invincible every time is so good though. We also haven't used Ruler Artoria at all today, and that's a damn shame. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You just drummed him in the face! Good job, team. That was a pretty good battle. I think I did that decently. 102 million QP. On to the next one. It seems we are at a standstill, but that matters not. I have resources and time on my side. And I'm a gacha player, so I do too. There's no place for us to run in a small space like this. Even if we try to go after Agravain directly, doesn't he have a gift like the other knights of the round? Without Lucius, we can't take him down. No, wait, that's incorrect, Doctor. Sir Agravain doesn't possess a gift. He's a normie, a loser. What? Why not? It is obvious. To receive a gift is to enter a contract with the Lion King, something akin to becoming his servant. Such a situation would prove rather inconvenient for me, because I would not be able to do anything to the king, right? I see. So that's how it is. But thanks to that, we now have a fighting chance. I love how they explain everything to this hologram mage man, even enemies alike. No one hates Dr. Roman, unlike Agravain. Demon Cringe, focus your attacks on Agravain. That'll turn the tables on him. It will not, fool. The Enforcement Knights will not stop, even if you kill me. Oh, but we defeated Hound Death. You will all die down here. That was decided the moment. You're all going to die down here. That's all I know about the Resident Evil movies. Death means nothing to me, as it is an inevitable... It's getting late. Soon the Sacred Lance will enter its final phase. When that happens, the era will. What's going on? Lord Agravain, why are you reaching... Oh! I wonder... Oh, who's rescuing us? Oh, I bet it's Bedivere. They all passed out. What's going on here? Halt! If you take another step, you'll be affected by this... Oh, she's got us. I mean, she is poisoned. She just had to, like, give them all a high five and it was over. As I dance in the wind becomes poison, assassinate the enemy. It's meant to be used as upwind. You can see how it works in an airtight underground facility such as this one. It was something I was able to use only because everyone kept the Enforcement Knights at bay. You have my gratitude. And I am sorry to have kept you waiting, Master Demon Cringe. Was I useful to you? Go away! Thank you. Fade into black. Damn it. In any event, thanks to Serenity, we've managed to get ourselves out of trouble. Also, Senpai, you're too close. Serenity is basically glued to your back. I agree, get her off! Oh, I'm sorry about that, Mash. I guess I'm as blind as a skeleton. Serenity, you should back away. I know it's rare to find a human who doesn't die by your touch. However, that person is our guest and savior. Don't try to cause any trouble. Of course, I'll make sure to take care of our guest. Agravain got away, huh? He ran above ground with his tail between his legs as soon as he sensed the poison. All of his men are out cold. I doubt they'll pose any threat now. Well, so, what's the situation? Is it alright for us to move now? Yes, I've stopped my dance, so the poison should have thinned out. Breathing the air might numb you a bit, but it should be fine. I see. In that case, let's hurry up above ground. I'm worried about 100 personas. We did it. Think. Give me Saints Courts, I'm cool. We got a Berserker to rule for. Alright. So, ooh, good. Well, they say Section 10 has one. They do this thing. They do this thing. They make it seem like not that many, but there's parts. Anyway, I had to make up for my horrible not checking in on my gacha. It was sad. It was sad, and then the Prince of Darkness passed away. All hail. And then we had to sit through all that. I mean, it is getting interesting, I guess, that Agravain, he doesn't like us. That's not cool of him. Very upset with his attitude. But anyway, next time I come back, gonna definitely just get through more Camelot. Because I'm ready to roll. Look at this. How many rolls is this? I don't know. I don't know math, but 300 would be a great number to have. Well, and we'll get 10 Saints Courts just for beating this. And I'm sure they'll give me more just for being a cool person. Thank you, if you're still here, for joining me. That was a lovely time in Camelot. We learned about assassinating Hassans, and I leveled up Gareth. That happened. Team Gareth.